Yeah, we can.
Okay. Okay, what is going on, everybody?
Hello,
We
I'm
are
writing,
live.
so hang on.
She's writing in her journal. Okay.
I'm one
All
of
right.
those people.
Well, we're gonna wait for a couple of heads to pop on and show face. In the meantime, I am going to light my little joystick up.
Yeah, put my pen away, put this away. I've got my notes out for tonight, but everything else I'm trying to put away. So I'm not cluttered,
Uh,
although somehow I just always am. Mark's
so,
here.
who? Oh, Marty.
Marty.
Oh, what's going on, Marty? Tammy, Bougie. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Okay. All right.
Bougie, you're gonna love this one tonight. I
He is.
already can. Oh yeah, I can already feel Bougie. Like he's gonna have so much to say.
Well, with that being said, since we got a couple of heads in, do you want to announce why we're here?
Sure.
That's what I thought.
So, oh, awesome. We're glad that you like those. That's great.
Who likes
Um,
what?
Bougie loved his herbs.
Oh, good. Thank you. Sweet.
Yes. Um, so tonight's topic is which witch are you? And we're gonna list a few. I have one, two, three, four, five, six, like eight or nine, 10. There's several I have written down, and we're not gonna go into each one. We're just gonna point out like these are different types of witches in general because they're in outside the community and even inside the community there is still some debate, I guess, or what word am I looking for? Not debate. It's not really a debate. I mean, it is a debate, but like there are just so many different types of witches that like you go from people that like from open practice to closed practice and everything in the middle and all the different labels and there are some that are very similar to each other and then there are some that are extremely different from each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not too late, lady. You're not too late.
You're not late at all. I have to roll up my blunt again.
Hold on. Was
There's
it
a
good?
hole in
Huh? What? Oh, okay. Did you like dinner is what I needed to know. Did you dinner was it good? Oh, okay. They were exactly the way they were supposed to be. Yeah. No, dumplings are very soft and doughy.
That's what I love about them.
Yeah, I made chicken and dumplings, and it was what I think. One, I haven't made it in a long, long time, but this is a really good batch. It was really good. I put a little too much slap your mama in it, a little to the back of the throat, but
There is no such thing as too much slap your mama.
I'm still my nose is still running because I think I went in one time while the chicken was cooking, and then I added all the other stuff, and I went in again. And then I think I went back for a third time and I went in some more. And I was like, oh, that's probably enough.
Damn. Yeah. All right. I retract my last statement.
Yeah, it was got the back of the nose going.
I have to
But
roll my blunt again because the wrap had a hole in it, and I am
oh
not about to waste a whole blunt of weed.
no, definitely not.
No, the fuck I look like.
So mm, there's no everybody agrees with you. There's no such thing as too much. I don't
Yeah,
know. I can handle certain spices, but like, would you get him to stop? I
but
he needs to go upstairs. I'm not going to deal with that all night like I did last night.
who
I,
Loki?
he's just bullying the shit out of Apollo for like two
Oh,
days in a row.
that's not nice.
No, because Apollo's so sweet. Oh, he's such a dick. Um, okay, so yeah, and I wrote something down to kind of, you know what, it doesn't matter. Everybody here is a witch in their own right. And just to point out, we're all different witches. But
Oh, yeah.
it like I feel like people that are coming into the craft or that are like doing their research, they come across everybody on YouTube and everybody on TikTok and everybody on Instagram, and it's um, I don't know. I haven't had that. I don't think you
What?
have. I can't even say it.
Mm.
Bloodduck, blue bulldog. I don't know.
I
I
have
don't know how
never
to.
had one.
No. Um, but there are so many people coming in that they get confused and overwhelmed, and what it boils down to is you.
Yeah.
Like, how are you? And this kind of what I wrote down, which I don't want to read it because I feel like when I write stuff, when I try to say what I write, it comes out wrong. But
Well,
like,
read it like to yourself and then try to explain it.
then
And then,
everybody can hear me.
huh?
But then everybody can hear me.
What do you mean?
I flipped. What do you mean I flipped?
Wait, way too long.
What do you mean?
Bro, flipped.
What do you mean?
I'm confused. I'm also just as confused.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so I'll read what I wrote, but like interpret it how you will, because sometimes I just be writing stuff and when I read it out loud, it doesn't make sense to me. Although I did send it to Kevin and he said it was fine. So if it's wrong, you can blame him.
Yes, I will take full accountability for her writing.
Hang on, I gotta get my glasses. There we go. Gotta put the readers on. All right. Do you see mine? It's one of my journals. All right. So basically, I posed it as a question: is this regional for you, or was this something you were drawn to, or was this a family practice? Because the why is important. Like the why you went down
Why?
this path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, Ro?
Hello, Ro. Da, 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 da. And then I was like, the why is important. Each witch that finds themselves on their specific path, which can change over time due to education on the different paths. Not all witches practice the same craft at all. It's actually really hard to find another witch that uses their practice in the same manner as you do, because they're all very influenced by their own individual life experiences and beliefs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um. I mean, to me, a lot of the times I question, like, okay, not question. That sounds harsh. That sounds judgmental. But like, I mean, but I don't mean it that way. So, okay, look, I just wonder sometimes, like, okay, what is it that brought you to where you are today? Like, no, 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 no. Phoebe is all over the furs.
Told you.
No, I gotta use my wand, my little Harry Potter wand, as a go away stick.
It's a pokey
Um,
stick.
huh?
It's a pokey stick.
No, literally. That's why I use it for the blunt, and I use it to. I just use it to poke things, you know.
Mm.
But Phoebes is enchanting them. Yes, she wishes. She's trying to, but because a lot of times it's like what is it that got you here? Is it some deep calling? Because a lot of people like myself didn't have the family to let me know what the craft was. The family didn't practice. In fact, if anything, the family was complete opposite of that. They wanted me to do everything but witchcraft. They tried their power to stop me from doing witchcraft. Um, and yeah, and another thing too is not only okay, like what brought you to the craft, but now what brought you to some people, what brought you to the religions you're in. You know what I mean? Because your craft and your religion, to me anyway, in reality, don't have anything to do with one or another. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm not a witch because I'm a pagan, and I'm not a pagan because I'm a witch. Like those two don't have anything to do with each other. Do I blend them? Of course, because I feel like you'd be a fool not to. I feel like it gives you ways to incorporate your craft. You know what I mean? Outside
Mm-hmm.
of just your norm. You know what I mean? Like it gives you ways to incorporate your magics, so if you're a Christian, you use your magic through the Bible and through the holy the Father and the Holy Spirit. Where if you're like me and you're a pagan, you're using your magics more. You're using natural tools like the herbs or the roots or the trees and the lakes. You're using your environment, and you're using the spirits of these places, the numen, if you will, to help you ride your magic. To direct it and utilize it.
Hmm.
But what is it that brought you to where you are, or what is the calling? Because we hear a lot of times, a lot of people will say that they're a pagan, when if you question why they're a pagan, it really has nothing to do with actually being a pagan, but everything to do with being a witch. Because a lot of people will associate witches and pagans to be the same thing. No, not every witch is a pagan, and definitely not every pagan is a witch. Those two, again, really don't have anything to do with each other.
Right. Like my dad is very much a pagan, but he is very much not a witch.
Right.
My
Exactly.
mother was a pagan and a witch.
Yep. She was like us. She was a pagan witch.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily, and I'm not saying that as a type of witch. I'm saying that as that's the religion, that's the witch. Pagan
Yeah.
witch, Christian witch, Buddhist witch.
Right. And I think a lot of times people, this is another reason why newer people looking into the craft, because they're drawn to it for whatever reason, is why they get so overwhelmed, because they feel like they have to have one to have the other, and they have to use them both. And I feel like the separation doesn't get talked about enough. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there has, for some people, to be that separation of spirituality and belief system, religion. I couldn't think of what
Well,
the
yeah,
word
the
was.
spirituality and the religion. Hmm.
Yeah. And for some people, it's just like for us, it's just easier to blend it because you
Hmm.
entwine, they're already entwined for us so much. And now here's my question, because they're so entwined for us, and many that we know are very similar, not exactly, but they're similar in how they use the two. But what gets me, or my question is, how did we get here? You know what I mean? Like how did, one, I want to know how you keep them separate, because I've never been able to do that. And two, how did like I can speak for me, you know what I mean? And you can speak for you, but I'm just curious as to the broader spectrum of one versus the other. Somehow I got lost in my own speech.
You got what off the thought? What is that?
I lost my train of thought.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yep.
Yeah. I don't even know how that happened, because I'm stone cold sober just about. See, it's not the weed for me. I can't keep a train of thought sober.
I need
Yeah,
the
it's
weed
not
to
always the same.
train of thought, but
But
I mean, I could speak for in the sense where, like, for me, the reason I blend the two is because so far into both the craft and my religion, it's kind of like it's just an instinct. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing magic, I gotta speak to the gods, or I gotta speak to the spirits. Um, Not that that's a pagan thing, but speaking to the gods, as in the plethora of pagan gods, I can't not, not utilize them. If I said that right. But I mean, I want to say it's for me, it's more just the way the magic flows and how I utilize witchcraft. It being a very like my magic's, I'm a very like okay. Since we're talking on witch, I'll explain that I personally am an eclectic witch. Right, my magic is very eclectic and stems from many different areas and cultures. However, the main core of my craft is pagan, you know what I mean? And with that comes with that, well, a lot of people like to refer to as green witchcraft. I refer it to as natural witchcraft. You're using the natural elements, the natural landscape and stuff like that. um and I think that amplifies. I utilize a lot of that, and I'm very drawn to the natural side of witchcraft because of the pagan roots, because of that deep connection and appreciation I have for nature itself, you know what I mean, and the planet, and everything it provides, both even, not even just coming from of the ground, but like rain, wind, the elements, the celestial beings above us. The Romans looked at them as gods. Um but to have the craft separate, I don't know. Like, of course you can, and of course it's a thing. Obviously, like for me, I was a witch before I was a pagan, so obviously my magic wasn't always pagan sensual.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, just now being in my religion for as long as I am, it's just second nature. I do it without even doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can say that mine is very similar because I was one way before the other. But like for my mom, she she was the same. She was the witch, but she didn't understand. It took her longer to come to realize that she was a pagan
Hmm.
because she started her practice, and I say that because she, looking back, and me and Kevin were talking about this the other day. Looking back, she was doing things in the early 90s that I had no idea about until later when I would put, my brain now as an adult looking at what she would do at night when she was done with her normal day, when I was out of her hair and she would do her thing that I didn't know what she was doing at the time because I was still very young coming into my own thing.
Hmm.
Um, but like she was very much a witch before she came to the pagan thing. And that didn't happen until the early 2000s, like the mid to early 2000s.
Right.
And but she never had, she believed in gods and like God and goddess. She had no name for them. She had no statuaries. She didn't have anything specific. She was not deity specific. It was just male, female, God, goddess, above,
Energy.
below, polarity, energy. Exactly. And,
Because there's
sh
the balance of polarities, but because there's principles with magics.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a book at my job. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because I know I'm gonna butcher it. But it's basically what either, I mean, I don't know if it's pagan or witchcraft, but it's these principles, these laws that are put into place. There's the balance of polarity principle, the principle of everything vibrates, everything flows, and everything is assigned a gender, male or female. We are not specifically talking about what one might identify as, but we mean in the sense of, I get a feminine vibe and energy from lavender, while I get a masculine vibe from mugwort. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or actually, I don't. I really get feminine vibe from mugwort personally, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say.
The fact that we look at Mars as a he, and we look at
Venus says,
as a she. Thank you.
yeah.
Everything has gender reaches all forms of planes of existences. You know what I mean? These principles reach every plane of existence. Doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to be on Earth for balance of polarity to be real.
Highlight Bougie's last comment. I was gonna jump in and say just make a VR to this because that would be the easiest thing to do because I know you have so much to talk about. So I was gonna suggest it anyway. So I'm glad you already thought about it.
One of these days, we probably should bring people in.
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah.
Hey,
But,
buddy.
oh my God, I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about like in the natural world, in every aspect of the natural world, you have male and female because they have to balance each other out.
Yeah. But why did I bring that up? You said something about, I feel like you said something about Miller.
Well, I said balance in nature, and she had a male and female god, but no
Yeah, yeah,
distinct
yeah.
identifier. Like I
Yeah,
have
but she,
Hecate, you have Hecate and Hearn.
right. I got names to my gods. Mama didn't have names to her gods, but she still
It,
held honor and tribute to the divine masculine and the divine
divine
feminine.
feminine, yes. And she never deviated from that, you know. And I know, like, for me, it's hard to find a masculine anything,
Yeah,
which you would think that would make me ultra feminine, but in fact, I'm the opposite. I'm a
right.
very masculine type person.
You find the masculine energy within yourself, I feel, while
Yeah,
you gain that feminine from outside. And
right.
Roman, I just want to mention, what is the point of dirtying a glass? This is literally just my bottle. So
I said the same thing earlier. I was like, we're just forgetting about glasses at this point.
mhm.
There's no point in them at all.
No,
But
what's the point? To wash them? I'm good. To use them
what
the
are you
next day? I'm
talking
good.
about? Get a solo cup and shut up.
Oh no
Wash
no
them.
no 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 no
Can't put wine in a plastic cup. Oh my God.
no! I'm bougie. Okay.
Oh, I see. It's the aesthetic of the glass. I agree.
I mean,
100%.
I can't disagree with that statement because I love the aesthetic of a wine glass, especially Hecate's chalice. I feel like she would let me drink out of it, but I also feel like it's disrespect to drink out of her chalice, so I don't.
Mm,
But it is a nice chalice. I would feel like a king drinking out of it.
yeah. They always get the best stuff.
I knew he was gonna say that when I said I'm bougie. He said, "No, I'm bougie." Period.
I just I feel like one, we can't stay on topic to save our life, but in in the craft, there are so many. Like when if somebody I couldn't imagine if I was trying to come into the craft now because there are so many subsects of other things and you got everybody's telling you how to do and what
Can
to
Jason come out?
do. Who?
Can Jason come out?
Yes.
Okay, because Jason got words to say, especially nowadays when coming into the craft, because of technology, really, and because of how open the occult is. You come into this craft, and unlike back then, where you would have such limited access and you would really only try to find the information that you were drawn to, you step up to the plate and everybody's throwing all of these different types of witches at you. The fairy witch, kitchen witch, green witch, death witch,
Oh,
all of these witches. And it's like, hold on, I'm going to throw up at all this fucking information. And sometimes you give people too much to where they are intimidated and they want to go away. They're like,
yeah.
never mind, this is too much. And that's not how it should be. And that's not fair, I feel like. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
again, that's why I hate that it is so out there and so open and well known. And like, once again, technology not doing us any favors. Um, well, witches, I mean, specifically. Um, so with that being said, people feel so confused and bombarded by all this information. And in reality, for me, I sat down and I really thought to myself as to when I think what it's like to be a witch, what comes into my mind. You know what I mean? And with that, that is what I am drawn to. That is what the information I'm going to try to acquire. You know what I mean? Hold on. I'm getting messages. Hold on one second, Sharon. I'll be right back.
Okay. Gemini, everybody
Oh,
is much
bitch.
better. What? Is that what you were reading?
No. I'm sorry. Somebody texted me jokes.
Oh,
Yeah. I didn't have to. God.
okay. Gemini, everybody is getting better. Alan still has the congestion, but everybody is doing much better. Because I do what I'm supposed to do with my herbals, I did not get the brunt of it like they did. I just got some of the side effects because I take what I make. Anyway,
Period. Shame on everyone in that house. I know nobody can hear me, but shame on all of you.
I mean they got on board at the ass end when I was not getting as sick as they were.
Yeah. When they realize, like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Mm, mm, mm. But yes, exactly. Information overload. Everybody just everything is so in your face now. There's a million books on a million different things under the same label. You have to fish through all this information, and God forbid you ask somebody that has opinions and they are, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, 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 no. Hold your roll, bitch. You don't have to do anything.
No.
You do what you feel called to do. And so many people second guess every step they make. And babe, that's part of the process. That's how
Yeah.
you figure out what you like and what you don't like, what you're
Yeah.
comfortable with and what you absolutely are not comfortable with. Some people can spill blood, some people cannot. Some people can use animal parts, some people cannot, you know? Like it's so varied.
Yeah. Again,
The opinions people have.
it's so, there's as many opinions as there are witches. Don't take them for fucking granted, please. At the end of the day, the only one to tell you what kind of witch you are or you want to be is you. You know what I mean? And you can take that time as long as you need. I just want to give a shout out to Leo and Gemini if I didn't already. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Um, but excuse me. So
Oh, you know what? You could bring up witches' morale.
So I mean, y'all gotta go read my butt when it comes out. But yeah, so I mean, that's where it really does go into. It's the fact that because well, it's just okay. All right. Let me just talk on morality for a second, right? And note that morality should be, repeat, should be unique to the individual. You know what I mean? However, a lot of people shape their moral compasses after other people for a plethora of reasons. You know what I mean? People do the same thing with their craft. And it is a real shame because none of that, people do that with their personalities. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's a real shame because it's not genuine to who you are. And the reason that is so special is because there is only one you. You know what I mean? And there's only ever going to be you. So to not be who you truly are is a waste. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
so your craft, don't shape it after what other people are doing or telling you or anything like that, because guess what, not a single witch in this world is right, and not a single witch in this world is wrong. So with that being said, it's gonna take you time to figure out who you are. It's gonna take you time to figure out what you like, and it's gonna take you time to accept what you like and what you don't like. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Facts.
We're gonna talk about gatekeeping, Leo. We are gonna talk about that because I have something I'm going to bring up
You
that,
might as well go ahead and plop it out now. You're already talking about it.
well, I want it to come naturally. You know what I mean?
That was
Um,
a perfect segue. What are you talking about?
no, because if I just come out saying what I want to say, it sounds like, whoa, where did that come from? But then let's talk about these different practices.
Rowan's being a smart ass.
There is nowhere. Wait, there is no one by magic that that effect. Period. For those who don't know what he's talking about, it's an inside joke.
Yeah, go back and watch the first one. Bubbles my cauldron.
Can you talk for me real quick?
Sure, I don't know where you were going, but all right. We were gonna talk. Well, there's many things. This is probably gonna be a long video, so either I hope y'all are strapped in, or just watch the rest of it later.
Go roll a blunt. Go get a tea or water or liquor.
Whatever you want.
Comfortable
Oh,
because
you were talking about there's no rights, wrongs, or otherwise, and that is true. And I can speak on that if you're, unless you're done dying. Can you go
no, no,
back
no,
to
no.
talking?
Well, I am no. I mean, I'm done dying, but please speak because I don't know when I won't be done dying. Oh, but I do want to reference by saying not only are we going to be talking about what we're talking about, but at the end of the video, there's new product, one little new product that the shop got because we're going to be placing a big order soon, soon, which will be here whenever I don't like in the next month or two, right?
Yeah, should be.
Um, but we have something at the end of the video. One new thing we got in for the shop that I think you guys are gonna like.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. What was I gonna talk about?
What we I don't know. I'm
Oh, the
seeing that
rights, wrongs.
Gemini wants to smoke with me one day, and I'm down because I love to.
Nice. Okay, so the your level, moral compass is gonna be different than everybody's, and your practice is gonna result in that. And it is not for anybody to tell you that your moral compass isn't right, because we talk. Okay, this is a horrible example.
Okay. With that being said, some people I feel morals are like I feel like some people are immoral. Like
Yes, they
give,
are.
give me a
Or
person who's immoral, please.
I
I see the person's face. He's a fucking cannibal. Who is he? Jeffrey
Lecter.
Dahmer. Jeffrey
Oh,
Dahmer.
I said
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Lecter.
He
Okay,
was
well,
immoral.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't eat people. I mean, but for him, that was what he
I mean,
felt.
to each the road. Again, to
Right.
him, he wasn't being immoral. And okay. I mean, the only thing I find not okay is when you are hurting yourself or other people. And with that being said, that is not just as black and white, and that could even be a whole topic. But
Mm,
continue.
yeah. Well, I was gonna bring up the serial killer aspect that I brought up earlier when we were talking
Yeah,
about,
please.
like, you know, okay, we all know what a serial killer is, right? Yes, they're wrong. Yes, they're bad. I was thinking Hannibal Lecter too. Thank you. Um, but he was talking about somebody totally different, and I didn't catch it.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, which was a serial killer, right? I think that's how he was categorized. He was a cannibalistic serial killer, I think is technically what it was. But that's not who I was going to reference. I'm just referencing them in general. So, like, just okay. Law of the land is you're not supposed to kill people. You're definitely not supposed to do it in droves by three or more being a serial killer. However, I'm just saying that sometimes, and y'all can get mad at me about this. It's just a hypothetical, but I do find some, I do ponder it a lot. Serial killers have their place, you know? So, and I say that, and what I mean is take take Dahmer, okay, since you brought him up, cannibalism. Okay, let's leave the cannibalism off the table and just label him as a killer.
Right.
Some of his victims, what if they were going to be the next Stalin or the next Hitler or the next worst serial killer or somebody that was going to blow up a room full of children? Like, you never know what people are going to do later because they got killed. And I'm not saying you should just go willy-nilly and kill people and think you're doing God's greater good.
You're
However,
not.
right. But I'm just saying, like, that person has a place in the world by way of population control. There's a lot of things that, if we didn't have certain things, then we would be overpopulated. We're already overpopulated. So clearly we don't have enough of those, which I'm glad. Please don't misconstrue. I'm not pro serial killer.
Yeah.
It's just a really random thing that I thought about when we were talking. Like,
Yeah.
everything has its place for a reason. Whether we understand it on a moral level or not,
And
it's
not
serving
even
a purpose.
about what they could potentially do, but think about some people, and this I am a firm believer in. Y'all can come for me or not, okay? But you know how sometimes an animal goes rabid and the only thing you need to do is shoot it?
Put it down.
I guess a lot of people could also agree with that with that statement. But you get what I mean. I feel that
Yeah.
way sometimes. People who are rabid and go stir crazy, there's only one thing for them, and
Put it down.
So I mean, no, I'm not a killer. I'm not a murderer. I've never killed anybody a day in my life. However, I will say that it's all up to the person. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's all morals, and sometimes you got to kill to defend. You know,
Exactly.
would you rather yourself die and have that person kill you, or would you rather put a stop to them, you survive, and everyone on that person's hit list also survives? You
Right.
know,
But the moral was, like, you just don't know. You just don't know.
Why why are we this deep? Where are we going with this?
Moral. We were talking about the difference in morals. Like my morals tell
Yeah,
me not to
yeah,
be a
yeah, yeah,
serial
yeah,
killer, but somebody else's
yeah.
morals, like I can't really argue because what if Jessie Lane was about to go take out like a school bus full of children on her way
Yeah.
home because she was mad at Boss Man and she just lost, her shit and flipped her switch and went crazy. Like you just never know. But now, yes, in modern day society, yeah, that's a no-no. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
no-no. But if you take it
Subscribe to
back.
your laws, please.
Right. I mean, you're supposed to, and they're there for a reason. And, you can argue that it's all about control and manipulation. Yes, you could have that argument, but like at the bottom line, we don't want to be overpopulated. So things happen for a certain I guess balance is what I'm getting at. Certain things in certain ways happen. We don't have to understand it. We just have to let it ride. You know what I mean? There's
And
a reason
primordial
certain things happen.
and primordial instinct.
Ah, that that
Uh-huh. You're
That
welcome. I heard
you're
it in my
thank you. That
forehead.
primal instinct of man is to kill. Kill
Uh-huh.
to eat
It's a
and kill
hunt.
to
Yeah,
survive.
yeah.
Yeah. Protect your flock. Not flock. We're not ducks. Um,
We're not ducks.
you know what I mean. Protect your
Yeah,
freaking people.
yeah,
I mean, it's like pack behavior. You have solo thing, some people are very solo, and then you have packs.
yeah.
That being said, I'm not really a pack player, but I know they're out there.
Um, and not going into now because that's mundane morals in a sense, not
Yes,
serial
not
killer.
magical. Yeah.
But going into the magical aspect, and you know that's where some people are morally okay. Now, okay, all right, because magic. Oh, I wish I had it right in front of me. But magic, and by it, I'm talking about my book. So
Mm,
this is like a little touch of what I talk about in my book because I have a chapter on the witch's moral compass. And what I go into about and in detail about is the fact that you know some that magic again always comes with a price. Whether that like doesn't matter how dramatic that price is, you know what I mean? Because sometimes that price is just an offering,
right.
the cake and incense, or the beer and coins, or the smoke, and the whatever it is. Or it could be something greater, you know what I mean? Like blood spill, whether it comes from yourself or from another source, blood of an innocent. There's all of these certain prices that, when you're working with spirits, the way because I work with spirits, and a lot of the times with my necromantic works, you have to make deals. You know what I mean? Especially if you want these people on your side. You know what I mean? First of all, you never just getting anybody to just do what you want and then they don't get payment. That's fucked up. Nobody worked for free. Okay, we don't do that. So you have to decide what you're morally okay with when it comes to the price you have to pay for this certain working. And that's not to say if you're not willing to pay that price you can't get what you want. You just can't get what you want via that spell and those spirits. You know what I mean? There's ways around everything, but that can also go into details. But so not only do you have to figure that out when it comes to the price, but you also have to figure out what you're morally okay with in your craft. Are you okay with blessing someone? Are you okay with cursing someone? Are you okay with, you know, working with karma and karmic energies? You know what I mean? I mean, karma is an energy, just like how witches work with energy, we work with karma. I've always said witches keep the scales, balanced with karma and justice, so when we see someone whose scales are off, we either bestow them a blessing or inflict a curse. You know what I mean?
Back to the blessing.
Huh?
Nothing. What?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
What about the blessing?
I said
Bless
we're
them
just.
up and out. Bless them up and out. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's.
There you go. But
My moral compass is different than his.
I mean, there's that saying, if you can't curse, you can't heal. You can't bless. You know what I mean? And that's where, because a lot of people will say they don't want to curse because they don't want to mess with someone's karma or someone's, bad luck or good luck. Babe, you give
That
someone a
is.
blessing, it does the same thing.
I'm sorry. But
Huh.
that sounds a lot like that free will thing and love spells. I hate that.
Well, I mean, not even just love spells.
Any
A lot of
spell.
people also make the argument that they don't want to do magic on people without their permission because they don't want to play with people's free wills. Baby, and we've had this conversation both off camera, on camera. You won't be playing with people's free wills every goddamn day you live, okay? Intentionally, not
It's
intentionally, it's the way of the world. You know,
right.
there's a kid in my school way back in the day. We was very young, okay? But he was a real big bug lover, okay? He was a real big bug lover. Now you can imagine how popular he was. All right. So, but there was a day we had to go outside for gym, and he screamed because we were walking on grass. And he's like, or no, 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 no. I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Someone was like playing with a bug or like stepped on a bug. Someone killed a bug, right? And he screamed, he's bugging out. He's like, I hate blah blah blah. The gym teacher was so annoyed with this kid. She said to him, she's like, I'm gonna give a fake name, okay? She was like, Bob, do you understand every time you walk on grass, you're killing bugs? You kill bugs every day. Get over it. You do it, you don't do it, you're gonna do it, whether you mean to or not. And that's the same way with people's free will. You're gonna fuck with it no matter what. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. People are fucking with yours. That's why you need your
Ex-
protection.
Exactly.
Hello.
Thank you for bringing that up. Everybody manipulates everybody's energy.
Mm,
That's how we move in the world. Everything is manipulation and energy transference, good,
yes.
bad, or otherwise. We are constantly moving with each other and manipulating it in a even in a broad conversation at work. You can influence, therefore, and manipulate somebody into changing their opinion, and to going to a store, and to doing anything different than what they had planned on doing to begin with, just by having a simple conversation. So if people start yippy yapping about messing with people's energy and they don't want to do this, that, and the third, girl, stop. You're already doing it.
Right.
Just having that conversation, you're already doing it.
Right.
I'm so tired of hearing people talk about that.
Hmm.
Even though I know we brought it up, I brought it up because I'm tired of hearing about it.
No, right. But I mean, it's the same way with,
Hang
again,
on,
people,
I got to mute for a minute.
you're good. People will say, like they don't want to do curse. And I'm not saying you have to do curses. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Same with you don't even have to do blessings. You know what I mean? But a lot of people who will be quick to jump to give somebody a blessing, somebody, who are okay with doing that, and then turn around and say, oh, I don't want to curse someone that's messing with people. Babe, you mess with them when you give them a blessing. The saying can't bless if you can't curse expresses that the power to heal someone inherently is connected to the same power to curse someone, vice versa, or vice versa. So, and again, you don't have to curse by any means. That again stands to your moral compass and how you view how to use witchcraft and magic and why you want to in your life. Again,
Right.
picture yourself what that witch is in your mind, that ideal witch. What are those characteristics of that witch, and resemble that, embody that. You know what I mean?
And I think I
She
wish there
said,
was
"Watch a trial, manipulation at its best."
exactly that's facts though.
Yep.
And that is it. What is it? Antagonistic manipulation. Like it's forced. Like it's there for a reason. Like you go in there,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, but I feel like everybody's gonna get what I'm trying to say. But like
You.
I wish there was a more streamlined way when people. I kind of wish there was a directory, honestly, for newer people coming into the craft, or even people looking to change their path, because that does happen. As you age and mature, your craft does change. Your
Oh
way
yeah.
of thinking, the how you look at the world, everything changes
Oh
as you
yeah. Yeah.
age.
The witch you are today is not going to be the witch you are in 10, 20, 30, 40 years.
Right. Things will change, and it's okay. Not everything can stay the same all the time. I mean, that's just fighting against yourself.
Right. Yeah.
But
Literally.
uh, but but I wish there was a better directory for people to search when they're trying to look into the craft that, would give you little snippets of, well, if you feel this way about this particular thing, maybe you should research this, like a little key card or something, a Dewey Decimal System of some sort. But I also think, you know, there are so many practices that do incorporate witchcraft into the religion, open, closed, whatever you want to call it. Like there's so much misinformation that it's very hard for people to get a clear understanding of anything these days, because everybody again has their opinions that they're throwing down your throat every 5 minutes when you look something up. You go from the nicest, most annoying witch on the planet, and then a video later, it's the most aggressive witch on the planet. And you're like, okay, well, I don't really fit into either one of these categories. So
Right.
then you start your search all over again, and it just gets really befuddling. You know what I mean? And I
See,
hate that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and a lot of people are either gonna agree or disagree with me, especially what I'm about to say.
Mm,
But because again, I have my certain minor appreciations for what technology has done for the occult, but overall, I really don't. And because due to that fact, I really, for me, what helped me out a lot in discovering exactly the kind of witch I am and who I want to be, books.
yeah.
And I
Well,
feel like nobody is reading books anymore.
right. Back when I started,
All
there
we
was
had
no
was books.
internet.
All
Right.
we had was books, and that's
It,
why, girl, I know.
all I had was the library, and very taboo at the time.
Are you kidding me?
To
When I got the first book I got from the library, because after Solitary Witch went bye bye, I needed to go get another book. I, mind you, Scott Cunningham, the sweetest guy in the fucking world, was, rest in peace. However, I get his book, Complete Incense, Oils, and Brews. As I check it out, the librarian is literally going, oh my God, you getting this book? Oh, okay, I see you.
Just so dramatic.
So rude.
And it's like incense, oils, and brews. Like, hello, it didn't say I'm gonna go slaughter children. You know what I mean?
Literally, it didn't say the Satanic Bible, which is a good book.
Well, I was gonna say, hold up now, I got a couple of those.
Mhm.
um,
But like, you
which
know what I mean?
that's another
Nothing on
form
it
of
was scary. The cover
no.
of Solitary Witch is scarier. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. I have some
That's,
very benign books that look kind of intense, and there's nothing in them that's scary.
yeah, I mean,
But
Solitary Witch ain't scary.
I just want people to not be so overwhelmed and get misconstrued for their religion. Because again, okay, look at Christian witches. A lot of Christians are Christians, but they also have their private practices at home that may not even incorporate Jesus. Some do, some don't. It just depends on the witch. Even that is very varied, and it's hard to like. That's not a streamlined thing either. You would think it would be, in my opinion. When I first started learning about that, I thought, "Oh, okay, I get that. That makes sense to me." I didn't understand it
Mhm.
in a certain manner, but I did. Like, I kind of got it. Like, I get it. But then when you start going down the rabbit hole of different practices and the religions that can or cannot accompany them, it's intense, and
Yeah.
like Catholicism plays a part in a lot of different people's practices, and they're
The,
not.
the
Most of them aren't even Catholic.
no, I mean, I don't know what to call the the Romani people.
The Lowati people,
The Romani people.
Romani, yeah.
Yeah, them. Okay. Like that practice. I mean, they traveled. You know what I mean. So it's very eclectic, if you will. But the main core is Catholicism, because that was
Hmm.
really the only thing that was um
In
um
that region, that was very
it was
heavily
in many
influenced.
regions though. Like, it was continuously there, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
While a lot of things, because they traveled, they learned a lot of different things, and a lot of things were separate and different. However, the one thing that remained true for most things was the Catholicism religion.
Hmm.
um but Leo, I do want to say, a good YouTube video I suggest is doing like a little bookshelf tour of all
Oh
the books
yeah.
that you got and how you felt about them when you read them and like what you suggest, what you recommend, what you don't. And I would watch that immediately because if you got all, if you, because I think I've seen your bookshelves, and I love books. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love fucking books. I have a bookshelf that's complete in my living room, and I'm almost midway through my. No, no, not even. I think I finished one shelf of a bookshelf of a bookcase on my second one. What are you looking at?
The comments. I'm trying to understand something.
No. Well, I'm just rolling my blunt.
I I feel like
Excuse me. Excuse me.
bless, bless. Okay.
Bless
So
me.
I
What you hold.
yes, bless that mess. That
Bless
is
that.
you. So I'm trying to think of a segue into another topic and how the
Well, here I'll do that for you because we can bring up what we were going to talk about before,
okay.
and put that on the shirt. Oh, bless that. What did you say earlier? Bless the mess. Okay, yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. I was trying to read Rowan's comment, seeing what he meant by put it on the
Put that
shirt.
on a shirt. Okay. Yeah, bless that mess. That hot mess right there. Bless it. Bless. With
Okay,
holy water.
you done? Are you done? Bless this mess. Bless that mess. Okay.
I can't talk shit. How many things did I lose and have to find when we were talking earlier? It was one thing after another. I found one thing and I lost something else.
Let's not talk about it. But all of these different practices, and is anybody out here using Latin spells?
Oh my God.
What? Like, or is that just me? Am I the like?
No, it's not just you. I know it's actually I can pick three people out of this group that's watching right now that I can tell you probably do practice with Latin. Just the fact that my tongue doesn't work the same way as everybody's, I can say it perfectly in my fucking head. I cannot get it out of my fucking mouth. Okay? Yeah, here comes the Latin. You knew it was coming.
I'm
Bless that
not.
mess.
I'm not calling you out, but like, is that just me? I feel like that's just me. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like
Where's
I
the
like
we'll have
my
Latin?
cadence in my spells because they tend to rhyme, and I love a good rhyme. A rhymey dimey makes the magic go round. And
Lady
I
Witch
can't
said, if
rhyme
I can
shit.
translate it, yes.
Yeah, see? She was on my list.
Okay, that's
Ugh,
funny. I have no idea what the hell Roman said. Yeah, I don't know
I
who.
don't
Somebody
know.
translate that because I'm not translating that
Okay,
right.
Latin man.
Okay, I'm not. I never said I was an expert in Latin.
Where's my book?
I said I use Latin. Oh, okay.
My
Actually, hold on. Nobody press send on that because hold on. We got a book to translate. Hold on. Okay, April. Tell them
Oh,
something.
he made it up.
Oh my fucking god.
I hate you. So God, you just Rowan. Damn it, man. It did sound good though.
No, it really. I literally thought the lab did make me question. I'm like, Labradoodle? Like, what do we? Labrador? But okay. Um,
I don't know what your language is, so I can't say yes or
what's
no to
your
that one.
language, Bougie?
Yeah, bougie.
No, I think it is too. That's what got. That's what made me. That's what sold me on that.
I don't know how to
No,
pronounce that one.
but
Labradicious.
Veni, Venificis.
Vinificis?
You see, you just
Uh,
said it beautifully. You just said it beautifully.
I can say
Now,
it's a real
say,
word.
now say inducere mio
Mix
spiritu.
of Romeo. Oh, okay. Germanic influenced or otherwise? I know my umlauts a little bit.
Aren't you gonna get into Germanic?
Yes, because that's part of my heritage, but I don't know. I haven't. I have this much research done, like this much. You see the space? There's no space in my fingers.
I
I
see.
have. I, I can't. I don't know enough.
I need to sneeze. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I need to sneeze.
God bless you again. If you put the "innis" or the "erroneous" at the end of any word, there's boom, Latin Rowan. I swear to God, you just sit here cutting up. You're being the class clown, sir.
Now say inducere meo spiritus voler.
No,
Fuck you.
it's spiritus Valer. There, can't
Do you
say
know?
that
Do you
first
remember
one.
what that means?
No.
Come on,
Oh,
spiritus.
Slavic and Hungary. Okay,
Ooh. You know
that's
spiritus?
evil spirits.
Evil. Why is it evil?
I don't know. I just know spiritist.
It's spirit. Spiritus. Spirit.
Spirit.
Voler. Fly. To fly.
Fly. Oh, to fly. Oh, yeah, we did that one.
Ay, Dios
That's why I
mío.
write. That's why I write them down.
So meo spiritus voler.
I wish to fly. I will to fly.
My spirit. It was just
My
my spirit.
oh, send my spirit to fly. We did that one. Send my spirit to fly.
Well, that's metere meo spiritus voler.
Yes.
But inducere meo spiritus voler is induce my spirit to fly. It's
Well,
same thing. Same thing. Induce to send. Whatever whatever suits your fancy.
I'm
But
hearing I was friends.
yeah, I don't find many witches practicing Latin the way I do anyway. Like I don't to the extent I do.
Well, and I don't think not everybody should because you say one thing wrong and bad things
Mhm.
happen,
No, it's very
as
true.
as we have learned.
No, yeah, it's very true. You be careful with that Latin. Um, but yeah, no. So, but okay. So, do you want to talk about? And it's a little risky, but our channel is known for its riskiness. Do you want to talk about closed practices, open practices?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So
So jump
I
off to me what you feel.
I feel like a lot of people put race where race doesn't belong.
Oh
Uh,
my god, that's a full heart agreement right there. Agreement right there.
yeah, a
That
lot of
pisses me
people.
off because don't let Jason come out because he's gonna come out.
I mean, all what I will open with is a lot of I see and hear a lot of people on all these platforms put race into close practices where it has nothing to do with the color of somebody's skin. It
Mm-hmm.
very much has to do with initiation,
Mm-hmm.
rites, religions, stuff like that. It has not a thing to do with
Wait,
color.
color of your skin has not. Don't care. Magic don't care about your race, about your sexuality, about your gender, about any of that bullshit.
Nope.
And it infuriates me because it's so funny when people who try to sound like they're not like this is gonna trigger some people. I'm sorry, but it's funny to me when people try to sound not racist by saying, "Oh, this is a closed practice," but then be racist by saying it's a closed practice, and if you're not of this skin color or of this race, you cannot practice. That is
Right.
beyond bullshit. I'm not
Yeah.
saying there is no closed practices because that is a lie. Of course there are. There are closed traditions, closed religions, closed practices, and 9 times out of 10, the only thing stopping you is the fact that you need initiations, and that can go in on a whole spiel because as far as I'm aware, when it comes to like saying working in like voodoo and working with the loa, like what I was told by someone who is initiated is that it's not even the people of the living who initiates you into that religion, but the loa themselves have to come to you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that doesn't mean anything alone. There is steps, rituals, initiations. Just because you have a dream don't mean shit. Like there's steps to take. and it can be very complex depending on the culture and the practice and religion that you're trying to initiate yourself in, let alone the fact that you need, and people lack this, cultural appreciation.
Hmm. You
That
have
is
to
a lot of
respect
people's
it.
problems. Yes, agreed. And that's the problem for a lot of people. However, nothing is closed based on race. That is a complete lie. That is a racist fathom of ideology of the current eras.
Exactly, Rowan. Thank you for speaking
Exactly,
about it.
Roland. I'm going to put that right there. Preach right there. Homeboy is in Santeria. Is diving into his Santeria
I mean,
religion,
he's gotten several things under his belt. I mean, he's working
and
his way.
exactly. Not once did anyone alive or of the Odishas question his race or his
Right.
DNA. It is disgusting when that is brought up. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to say, but it has weighed on my chest for so long.
Well, and that's where we were talking about earlier, and we were talking about gatekeeping. People try to
That's what
gatekeep
I'm, yeah.
things.
And that to me is very much, those are the people who are gatekeeping, because guess what? Those people are wrong. That it is very much because, and a lot of people
Exactly.
say certain traditions are closed when they're not. When they are, in fact, open, the only thing that you need, and this goes for everything, every practice, every culture, have the appreciation and the knowledge, dive yourself into that. If that's something you want to utilize and incorporate and be a part of it. Don't have that.
They I'm because he triggered me to remember something. Bougie's comment. Practices are closed for that reason, to preserve the practice.
Yes.
However, not all practices are not open to people of other cultures. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you show the appropriate respect and you go jump through the appropriate hoops to practice that specific culture's tradition, and that's where we get into traditions. They don't ask for DNA tests either. Now, I will say there are some that do use family lineage, but
Hmm.
not always, and it doesn't have to necessarily fall into a blood lineage.
Hmm.
It can fall into a just a family line. If you come into a family, if you get put into an organization, if you get pulled into it by another person because you've shown great respect, you've been there to support in functions and rallies or whatever, because I'm part of one of those. So like but you have to be brought in by someone else. You can't just walk up and be like, yo, I want to be a part of this. That's not how
Correct.
that
That's
works.
not how that works. That's not how it works anywhere. You don't even do that in the common religions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, since we've spoken on,
I need
Santísima Muerte,
my
not
ears are on
closed.
fire.
I feel like there was something else.
Yeah, something was
Santeria,
missed.
that's closed, but that's not closed due to race.
No.
But Santísima Muerte, the Mexican folk saint, unofficial folk saint, Archangel of Death herself, mi madrina, the madrina of all, the godmother to all. She is not closed. Oh my goodness, that I'd never even heard of, and that
I
actually,
have. I've heard of
yeah,
people saying
I'll say
that.
that does sound a little familiar. That annoys the shit out of me. And before I continue what I'm all saying, nobody in here best assume our races or our heritage, because we both will surprise you.
Yeah,
However,
we
with
would.
that being said, going back, Madrina Santísima Muerte, not closed. Other things that I have heard is closed, that is not, is hoodoo traditions. Well, hoodoo practice, hoodoo is a branch of magic, a system of magic, a magical belief system that was founded from African Americans, or for African slaves that was brought into America. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, does that make hoodoo closed practice to just African Americans? No. Does that mean you should throw away cultural appropriation when diving into hoodoo because it is open? No. with everything again, like strega, um, European witchcraft, um, what is that? Brujeria,
Bru brujeria.
brujeria,
Brujeria. I can't say it. I can say it in my head perfect. The
right?
tongue won't do it.
These might be open, but they in no way should be disrespected for where they come from. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. Yeah. And
Um,
I think, you know what else gets lost in the translation
hmm,
is certain countries that have a predominant race factor. All countries were touched by, well, no, I think I'm correct when I say that. Most countries, I'll say this, most countries were influenced thousands and thousands of times. No, that's not correct. Most countries have been influenced for hundreds of years by different cultures, and
mhm,
they all get mixed in together.
mhm. Well, that's
It,
what here Rowan also. I don't like Rowan was talking about how hoodoo is mixed with other cultures
yes,
like Native American and European. Now, I do want to reference by saying, as factual as that statement is, the main core of hoodoo does stem from African Americans, though, and I don't want to negate that fact.
yeah,
It's like like how my magic can have certain different magical like Catholicism magic stuff like that, but the core of it will always remain pagan. The core for hoodoo will always remain African. You know what I mean?
and it should be respected. Just, I mean, everybody has the right to think and feel how they wish, right?
Yeah.
But I feel as if some people, thanks to modern technology and everybody gets to see it, they go about trying to educate in a very disrespectful manner,
Hmm.
just to begin with, by saying certain terms or using certain terms that make people think, oh, well, because I don't fit their mold, I can't practice it. That's not true a lot of times.
Hmm.
That's the most people come from a place of ignorance because that's how they were taught. It doesn't mean it's fact.
Exactly.
Ugh, it's cold as shit out here, by the way.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't like the cold. I'm nice and warm inside.
Oh, I can't. I don't smoke in my house because I hate the smell. I hate smoking,
You
by the way. Don't smoke, kids.
No, first of all, A, don't smoke cigarettes. B, if you do, don't smoke in your fucking house.
No.
That's nasty. And that's coming from someone who used to do that.
Ugh,
Don't do that.
that's how I grew up. It's gross.
It's disgusting. It's just wrong. First of all, and no offense, but I can say this for the fact
That's
that I
fine.
have smoked and on rare occasion still do. It is disgusting. It is a disgusting habit. You smell disgusting. People look disgusting. It's just nasty. You know what I mean? Don't do it.
It's a shit
Yeah,
habit.
yeah, Leo, good for you. Don't, yeah. If you guys are gonna smoke cigarettes, like me, like there's rare moments I will light a Newport. I will always have a Newport on deck. There'll be Newports in my car because sometimes I gotta go to the bar, and that's my weakness. Give me a drink, give me a cigarette. Then I'm a smoker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's rare when I need a cigarette like that, and I will never be indoors. That is disgusting. I don't
Speaking of
even.
influence, this
I
Joker's
don't.
the
I
reason why
don't
I'm
even quit
smoking now.
smoking. I've quit smoking weed in my car.
Good for you, by the way. You've held up to it. Nice.
Yes. There was only one night I failed. But that was because it was freezing, and I said that from the jump. If it's like 2 degrees outside, I'm not going to be an idiot. I'm not going to get
Right.
hypothermia.
Right.
But there was so one time I failed, but that is nothing compared to how long I've had this car.
Do we want to keep going on close practices?
Um, I mean, I don't. Do we? I think I'm good.
I think
I
we
don't.
said the main point was like it's there. It's misinformation, most of
It's
it.
misinformation when you hear anything connected to race, gender, sexuality, any of that nature. If someone is spewing that kind of information, it would be wise, I suggest, to turn away from those kind of people. Nothing turns you away for those things. You know what I mean? And if
Mhm.
they do, you don't want to be a part of them anyway. So,
No, I mean, unless there's something that, and there could be. Hell, I don't know everything. None of us do. But if there is, a true, absolute race, closed religion, I would like to know what it is, just for educational purposes, if
I agree.
anybody knows it.
I agree. But I don't believe hoodoo to
Someone
be.
gatekeeping honey jars.
Yeah, I don't view hoodoo to be a closed practice. I also, with that being said, again, with anything, that doesn't mean disrespect it and just use it and abuse it and have zero respect to the spirits and to where it came from. That is not how you do anything. And if that is how you do things, shame on you. Those spirits will turn on you.
Mm,
Um, with that being said, and that's why people stress study your craft, study the magic and where you're getting it from. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And again, dive yourself into that culture, whether it's yours or whether you want it to become yours. You know what I mean? But with that being said, are there closed practices and traditions and religions?
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
absolutely. And respect that. Seek out what those are so you don't disrespect. There has been plenty of stories of people disrespecting closed practices, diving into them, they end up dead. And
Hmm.
I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but I am saying that is a possibility.
It can happen.
Please do your research, do your knowledge, and have respect wherever you walk. You know what I mean? But other than that, I think I'm good on that topic.
Yeah, I felt like it needed to come up because we've both seen several things via YouTube, TikTok, Instagram that are just doozies,
Yeah,
doozies.
I did want to
And it,
highlight Rowan's comment right there,
go
because
for
I
it.
know the comments aren't going to be seen after this. And this, I want like people over here. Literally, honey jars are closed practice. That's bullshit. Not a
No.
thing. Not a
Mm,
thing, and definitely again not because of your skin color. Whoever's saying
no.
that, I can't hear you, boo boo. Mi amore. Headphones, babe. Headphones. Where are your headphones? Can you hear me? What? What?
I,
There you go.
this
There you go.
okay. Okay.
I was having zero communication with you. That was funny.
Well, because Siri. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. All
what are
right.
you doing?
I'm trying to. My phone thingy is loose. Okay, continue without me for a minute. I'm having technical difficulties over here. Jesus Christ. All right. Mother help me. Oh, there we go. Hi, I'm back. And Lady Witch, I didn't realize that my blanket is backwards.
Oh my God, she commented that so long ago.
I know, but you were on a roll, so
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, I did want to bring that up because I didn't realize. I don't know why it is backwards because it shouldn't be on stream.
no, it's backwards on my side, so I don't know why it's backwards in the phone. So I don't know.
Oh, wait. It's back. Like you see it backwards?
Yeah, it's backwards
That's
on my
why.
side.
That's
Okay, I
why.
thought things would flip. Anyway,
No, no,
it's
no, no,
fine.
no. It is flipped. If it wasn't, it would read backwards. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So, like like I like this is not mirror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is reality, like what other
Yeah.
people see. So I didn't. So Lady Witch, she's not flipped. She's like the curtain is actually flipped.
Yeah, I'm freaking weird. Um, and
Oh
again,
my God, that's my girl. Kai. What's up, baby girl?
hello, don't know you, but hello.
That's Kira.
Mm, I know of you. Never mind. Hello. I'm
Yeah.
loving this live stream.
Oh,
Thank you.
um, excuse me. I don't know where the fuck we were going.
Well, I think we were done with close practices, but I don't remember what we were going to talk after that. I kind of forgot.
Um,
We did this one.
we said at the same time. Do you have anything
Okay.
written in your book?
No, I think we've covered just about everything. I will say I wrote down Wiccan because it differs so much from
Oh, I think that's like,
regular
yeah. Well,
or
Wicca,
not regular. Never mind, that was the wrong word. Go
well,
ahead.
Wicca is. because okay, we were talking about different types of witches before, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And Wicca, well, Wiccan is a type of not necessarily witch, but Wicca is a religion
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
of witchcraft, a religion on witchcraft. You know what I mean? However, with that being said, it is a very structured type of witchcraft, and that is unique in its own ways. So, and not everybody will find themselves to follow that path. Many do.
Yes.
Many people, when they come into the craft, first, of course, discover Wicca, it being a religion of witchcraft. So a lot of people start there and either stick with it or branch off from it. I personally branched off from it. What religion do what religions do TJs follow?
Wicca, wicca, wicca.
Wicca, Wicca. Um,
Yeah, and I wanted to point out that was one that kind of inherently fused the two because, and I think people start there because it's a recognized religion, it feels safer because it's sanctioned. It's recognized, even though it's still not got the best reputation because of the whole witch thing. But it's recognized, so it feels safer in the beginning when you're starting out. But most of the time, a lot of people don't stick, or some people don't stick with Wicca just due to the fact that it is so structured. It is so absolute in the rules, and it kind of takes away from the solitary part of just being able to explore.
yeah, I mean, to for me, I found Wicca to be very restraining and to be very limiting for me. This is just me personally, in my craft and the way I practice. And a lot of the things that I felt morally okay and comfortable with, Wicca itself did not. And so, therefore, the people of Wicca wouldn't be. And that's where I realized I'm not a Wiccan.
Yeah, agreed.
Hmm.
And that's okay. And everybody finds their path for a reason due to them,
Yeah.
and if you're coming from a strict religious upbringing in like the Christian world, it's the only one I can kind of speak on because
Yeah.
I
Our experience in life.
our yeah, our experience in life, and you're like, well, I'm so used to structure, so this calls to me because it kind of combines the two. But then once you get in it and you do more research past Wicca, it's like, oh, maybe I don't like the structure. Maybe the structure is the problem for me. Like
Right.
for me, it was totally the problem. I can't, y'all see me on a daily basis. What structure? I don't even know what the hell that is. I can't stay on
Come
one
on,
thing
look
for
at that
nothing.
shelf behind you. That is structure. Look at
Uh,
all those jars lined up.
Look, I can be very organized, but I can also lose everything right in front of me in 5 minutes.
We won't talk about it. I said that earlier, girl. You didn't talk about how you lost everything in front of you 2 hours ago.
Yeah, insane.
Um, I'm gonna shout out Rowan's question real quick, only because I'm gonna read it out loud because apparently
Okay.
I can read. I feel like I feel like Wicca has a tendency to strive. You read that.
I feel like Wicca has a tendency to strive a high ground for morality to the point where most people find it too complex. I agree.
I agree. I mean, I've said this before, and it's no disrespect by any means. All religions are beautiful in their own fashions. Wicca, just because of how structured it is, can remind me very much of Christianity or Catholicism.
Hmm.
Gemini said, "Raised in the path by my grandmother, then my grandfather decided to become a what is that?
Primitive primitive Baptist preacher,
Okay, I know.
which
I
is
know a coworker of mine. His son recently just converted into a monk, and he's going
ooh,
to like he's gonna do the whole monk thing.
oh
Live.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I read a smut book about a monk once.
All right, you and your smut turning everything to where it don't gotta go.
I don't know. It was
Oh,
pretty good when they got
you know
there.
what though? Thank you, because that brings us a point we wanted to discuss:
Okay.
the arousal.
Oh yes.
Go ahead, baby. You start.
Okay, so we were talking earlier, and we talk about everything, like everything.
Obviously, everything gets dirty.
It's not everything gets dirty, but the dirty parts come out. So he was like, I don't know about you, but when I'm in the height of my whatever we're doing, and I say we at this point because we're very similar, which is why he felt comfortable saying this, was, when you're in the height of your magic and you're in the meat and potatoes and the energy's flowing, you're feeling everything, you're getting your responses, you're seeing your work playing out. Do you get a little tingly wiggly down there, a little arousal going on? And I was like, yeah, isn't that normal? Because
Yes.
you're in, and a lot of people practice skyclad, and we talked about how we use skyclad in our practices, and for
Can
I
you
feel like
tell?
every
Can you tell the Muggles what skyclad means?
yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if everybody knows what that is, because it used to be a very common term. It's not very common now, but skyclad is nude.
Yeah, that's like
No,
Witter and decile. That used to be common terms, but nobody knows what they mean
yeah, not
because they
anymore.
don't read. Because they all don't read. Put down your phone, pick up a book.
But especially in certain areas of the practice, you do feel that tingle. You're getting the excitement, the build, the arousal, because there's so much energy flowing. And he's like, "Is that normal?" I said, "Well, I mean, yes, right? Yes, isn't it?
That's where I brought
Is
up.
it?"
For those who don't know, I'm sorry. For those who do know, the show Salem.
Hmm.
There's a line I will or not a line, a scene I will reference. But for those who don't know, if y'all like witchy, scary shows, Salem. It's on Hulu. I don't know what else it's on. It's a really good fucking show. Oh my
It
god.
it's good, but it's not scary. It's not scary. It's just darker.
Okay, I mean, yeah, no, it's not
It's
scary by any means, but it is darker. Like the
it's
bitch
dark.
bit off her finger and was pointing. The blood spray. Like that's a little creepy. I'm not saying I was scared, but like if a kid walks in on one of the scenes, they're gonna run away screaming. It's a little
Mm,
scary.
you
It's
know,
not like Charmed.
the toad coming out of the mouth is what got me.
No, the shoving the toad in the mouth is what got me.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's
no, because there
gritty.
was a few
Yeah, there you
scenes I
go.
was like, oh my god. No, no, no. Great fucking show. And it's
Yeah.
about Salem during the witch trials, but the witches are running the trials to basically bring back the devil. It's a great fucking show. I suggest it.
Yeah.
However, they ended it, which pissed me. I mean, the end let's not talk about it. There's a scene though where there's this main character, her name is Mary, and then there's another character named Anne. And now if anybody's read The Crucible, Anne, I believe, was the daughter of Mr. Hale. Okay.
Hmm.
So if anybody can relate, oh wow, when okay, so Bougie knows the show.
Hmm.
Hold up, when Bougie, I mean, when Mr. Sibley was turned into a human, yeah, that actually, I'm not gonna lie, I cried. Do you remember that scene?
I'm trying to, but I'm not sure. I might have to rewatch the show because it's been a
How
minute.
just
I've only watched it once.
once?
I'm not like you. I don't watch things over and over again unless it's Golden Girls.
Okay, I'm autistic. I have to do that.
Okay,
So
I have certain things, but not on your level.
no, oh my god, no, I cried. I literally no. Mary made me cry. It was so sad. No, let's not bring that scene up, Bougie. Once, once, um,
I will get on it. I'm sorry. I will rectify
you
it.
really fucking need to get on it. That is humiliating for a witch. Come on now, step up your game.
Uh,
There is a scene though where Mary, because Mr. Hale's daughter, not to spoil it for everybody, is a witch though, right? And Mary is training her to be a witch, and there's a scene where she basically turns her on, and once she's aroused, she's like, "Great, let's go do magic now." You know what I mean?
mhm.
It's like what you need to understand is magic takes feeling. And feeling comes with arousal. And once that is building up inside of you, is when magic can truly happen. I mean, think about,
Exactly.
I mean, basic biology and reproduction, you know, it's that arousal that creates life. That's magic. You know what I mean?
Okay, the term for the bedroom. This is where the magic happens. Right there tells you everything you need to know.
Everything you need to know.
Now, do you have to be solely aroused to do magic? Absolutely not. But it does happen. And I feel, my opinion, when asked, was I kind of thought everybody went through that.
No,
It's just
and
something
that's
people don't
where,
talk about.
well, that's what it is. A lot of people don't talk about it. So I didn't know how many people agree with that or don't agree with that.
Hmm.
Now, I will reference by saying, um, Bougie, you feel bad for Ann. I don't in the end because, no, because without trying to spoil it for everybody, but like, you know how she was in the end. That's wild. Like, she did not turn out the way I wanted her to turn out. So I do not feel bad for her. I felt bad for Mary. But no, I can't say that because I'm not trying to spoil it. Guys, go watch the fucking show.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because me and Alan really did enjoy it.
Yeah, you need to
But
watch it. Oh my
once
god.
it was
If
over, we
y'all
didn't go
watch
back to it.
Charmed, and
Oh,
he
you saw
loved,
how he was charmed. Yeah, he watched it more than I did.
yeah, he was obsessed with the witches. Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
But
Yeah.
no, and no, and first of all, I think Mary is beautiful. And
Yeah.
Salem, I feel like, okay, let's talk about it. But I feel like, okay, the show Salem, remember we were talking about traditional witchcraft and how
Hmm.
that's different in different cultures, but we were talking about like what comes up in mind when we talk about traditional, that kind of magic, traditional witchcraft. I don't know what, like, I, whether it is or isn't in the real world, when I hear traditional witchcraft, that's what comes to mind.
That's what.
Is,
Yeah.
you know, is using astral projection, using familiars, using potions, using spells, using parts that, you know, trust me, they were using like dead human parts in their spells.
Hmm.
And if I could, and it was legal, like it was back then, if I was a witch back then, I'd be cutting off that. I'd be making hands of glories. Tell you right now. I admit. Rowan hates Mercy, and I do too. She was disgusting. Try it. Wait, what are you talking about? With Gemini?
Um, Magic, I think, is what we were talking about when she said that.
Oh, okay. Because of the arousal. Well, I
Yeah.
agree there. I agree
I
there.
might lose my focus and do something I shouldn't.
No, yeah.
But
If I, yeah, no, I'll probably astral project. I don't know. But the Essex witches, exactly, bougie, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. That shit to me reminds me of traditional witches or traditional witchcraft. One, two, three. See, exactly, Rowan. This was a part of their astral projection spell.
hmm.
One, two, three, four. Raise the
The
devil to
devil
our
to
door.
our door. Yeah.
And you know, for those who work with horned deities, you could use stuff like that and reference. If that is something that calls to you, like that's something that for some reason calls to me, and maybe that's just because that's just how it is. The true witch's deity, the true witch's god, the horned god, is today's Satan, is today's devil. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they really, everyone wants to say when you get in the craft, witches don't work with the devil. However, spoiler alert, we work with the devil.
I mean, that goes
At least I
back
do.
to
I do. You go right
renaming
there.
things. Well,
Okay.
yeah, no, I think a lot of us use a horn god. Like I have an appreciation for the horn god, but
Yeah.
we talked about like Baphomet earlier,
Yeah.
the all, but um
Blessed his name.
right. He because he represents the balance, right?
Yeah.
Like I
He represents
understand
everything.
he
The all.
yeah,
He is the physical representation of the all.
right. And I feel like he was so demonized based on one fear and misinformation due to fear, and the lack of being able to control people. I feel so bad. That really upsets me. Surgery is upcoming on my back, so I've been getting better. Only blessed be and have. Oh, good night, Gemini.
Wait.
She's having back surgery soon.
Girl, be safe. I don't like people having surgery. I don't like surgery. Be careful. Do your magic. Pray to Santísima Muerte. Get your ass back home.
Right.
And Leo, take care of her when she gets back. Okay?
I think he knows.
We said it. Take care of our girl. All right. We love you guys. Wait, who? Wait, okay. She was pathetic. Yes, we knew who that was. That was Mercy. And then Bougie said, when Mary enters the woods by eating bark,
bark.
I use that in my practice. Please explain to me what the fuck you mean. I use that in my practice. I need to know exactly what you're talking about.
You know exactly what he's talking about.
I don't. That's why I'm asking. I need to know, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
Like chew bark.
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you.
All right. You ain't gotta yell, but all right.
Okay. Good night. Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Okay. Anyway, Bougie, what the hell are you talking about? I need details. What are you talking? Explain. And what happens? Explain. I need to know. Thank you.
His VR video is gonna be so long.
Oh, I wanted him to explain now in the comments. But if you don't want to, explain in that video response. But yeah, no, I don't know. I love and that magic, as dark as it looked sometimes, I feel like that's our magic.
I was gonna say it's not any darker than what we do.
Exactly. Sometimes we can go darker.
Right. I mean, and I think, that let's see, I eat a piece of tree bark before when writing. Further explanation will have to be in a video. I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it.
Yeah. No, yeah, because I need that information. And exactly, Lady Witch, that's exact. Yeah, I'm trying to do this. What are we talking about? Because look, that mess you see is so coincidental, is it not? That mess you see is a working for astral projection. We need to discuss this. I need further information. Thank you.
And you're gonna have to let us know because I don't get notifications to everything all the time. Like I haven't gotten anything notified from you in weeks. So, and I know you're doing stuff because you're always doing something. So, we're gonna need to be on the list.
No, yeah, you gotta text us. I think you have us on social media.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know who I have anymore, to be honest with you. But
okay, well, I know I'm there.
Well, the Facebook is in the description box, so message us because that goes to the both of us. Excuse me. And if it doesn't, we need to make sure it does. Oh, do you know your login for Facebook?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, didn't I just change it?
Yeah, you did. So because
I think it's on my computer, and I know it's on my phone.
Now I need you to sign out of that so you can sign into the Cauldron Shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got to work on that then.
He said I haven't posted in like a month or so. I prepared for my
trip
to. Oh.
Your trip to GA is in Georgia.
Girl, what you thinking, man?
Guana? I don't know. Homeboy, freaking, he travels. Oh Lord, yes, that is true.
No, yeah.
But I'm like, are we chewing pine?
But yeah, is it a specific bark?
Is it an oak? Oh my God, you could get some live oak. You can come here.
Yeah, I need.
Yes, that. Georgia. Okay.
What bark do I use?
Okay, he's gonna do a video. Kevin, chill out.
But I need to know what bark do I use. I'll watch the video, but
I feel like any kind of bark that you are pulled to like live oak.
I mean, okay, yeah, I get that, but like I want to know what bark he's using. Like,
okay, all right. He just wants it from you, Bougie. I can't tell him nothing.
I need, I need to experiment. And that includes experimenting with what perhaps bark you might be using. And yes, Georgia. Yes, see, I knew that. I knew that.
Ooh, I had to ask. He travels. Yeah. I don't know.
For me, it is, but we'll chat on Facebook. Oh, okay. Bad.
Okay.
Bad. We're gonna talk.
Tag me in.
Okay. See.
The cinnamon seems more. There you go. I mean, yeah.
Well, I've been drinking.
Well, white willow bark. There's white willow bark too.
I've been drinking mugwort. I've been smoking mugwort. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie.
mugwort doesn't work for everybody with astral though.
Well, I'm not gonna lie though. Remember lately, ever since this working, my dreams though have been
Yeah,
very vivid, and like I remember, like everything is there except the because okay, what I'm trying to do is astral project in my sleep. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do. Because I know I can meditate and astral project, but I want to try to do that while I'm sleeping. You know what I mean? That's my experiment right now.
gotcha.
And right now, again, all the dreams are there. I just need to become aware in the dreams, kind of become lucid, like get that
Mm-hmm.
lucid dreaming going, and then use that as a launch pad to the astral projection.
Well, maybe that'll help them
I'm
then.
not gonna lie, Bougie, because he said that the bark isn't tasty, but it's effective.
He don't
We,
care.
yeah, me and Crescent just had this conversation. The potions we make ain't tasty. You want a tea that'll taste good. You want a potion that'll taste like asshole,
Yeah,
but
but
it'll
and they
work.
work though.
It'll
Exactly.
work, but you're not gonna like the taste.
I didn't get the
I don't have,
pneumonia everybody else did, thanks to my potions.
huh?
My potion tastes like ass, but I didn't get pneumonia like everyone else in my house did.
Period. Period.
And my
Okay.
fever broke faster.
Okay. Do we want to wrap this up?
Yes, because we're going on 136.
Okay. So before we hang up though on you guys, I need y'all to stay with me real quick. Don't hang up. Because now it's time to discuss what we got for the shop.
Yes. Oh
Not the
shit.
big order, because the big order is coming.
Yeah.
But what is gonna be posted by like the end of the weekend? Okay, do I show them all? Like all of them?
Yeah, give it because they're loyal. I think they should get the first preview.
Okay. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm smoking.
I mean, you can put
I,
it out.
I can't chew, gum, and walk. Okay.
Just put it out for 5 minutes and relight it.
That was too small to relate. Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's a
Okay.
solid 2 inches left, but all right.
So the new item in the cauldron shop is our rabbit first.
Yeah.
Okay. So ethically sourced, of course, we do not play at the cauldron shop. Wasteful, he said. I know you can't. Yeah, it's a good blunt. It's a good blunt. But anyway, now I'm talking the softest furs you'll ever feel in your damn life.
That's
So
winter
right
white.
now we got pure white. Okay. We have a little bit of a spotted one.
That's my favorite. I like that one.
I know this one's my favorite too. This one and that pure white one, I'm not even gonna lie. They're fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
So
I can just imagine the crystals would show so much prettier with
on
with
the
the
white
white.
one, don't
Yeah.
I might have to buy it now that you said it.
Okay, well then we'll have to do another order then.
No, yeah, guys. Or you guys have to beat me to it. I don't know. It's a race. If you guys want the white one, get it before I do. It'll be
He's
posted by the end of the weekend. I'll give y'all 2 days. If y'all want that white one, you got to get it before me. You got 2 days while it's posted to get it. So you got the spotted one. There'll be measurements. I don't have a tape measure with me right now, and I know it, but I'm not looking right now. Here we got like a what is that one?
I think that's sable, that colorway. I think that's
Okay,
a
more
sable.
than I do apparently. Okay, hold up. This one is like a winter coat. I do like this one. I
I do
really
like that one too.
because it's like a
Um,
gray
right
white.
now, bougie, we just have one of each right now.
Yeah, yeah. The more, but y'all's loyalty, y'all come into the shop. The more you get, the more we're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
right now, we ain't got black, unfortunately. But the more we get, hopefully, we can get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the provider, it's like a varied color. Like it's not always going to be the same.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
we don't
that's
know
pretty.
what we get. We just are lucky with what we get.
That
But
one's
yeah,
nice. That one reminds me of citrine for some reason.
yeah, I get that.
I like that.
This reminds me of deer. I'm not even gonna lie. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
I love and not gonna lie, like to me, I feel like you feel the spirits. You know what I mean? But that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
I mean, you're holding
But yeah.
something
No,
that
I
was
get
alive.
the one. It's very attractive.
Yeah, that
It's
one is pretty.
very the camera really does not do it
I can
justice.
see like a ceremonial blade sitting on that one more than crystals, just because
Right.
of the pop of the gray.
Now, oh my god. So you guys gotta get these. Hopefully they go out quick. Because the more y'all get them, the more we can get more of them. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah,
for me, I have furs literally everywhere, all over, and I just want more furs all over.
I wish.
But and they're
I'm gonna
great.
have to get
Oh,
one.
you're gonna have to get one, you said?
Well, I at some point because I gotta test Loki because Loki's gonna be the one that's
Yeah,
gonna be my problem child.
yeah. I mean, see, right, like, don't mind the mess, but like, there's Phoebe,
That's
sleeping
that mess.
soundly, and
Hmm.
where are the furs? I can't work
They're
a
right
fuck.
behind your shoulder.
Yeah, yeah, you see it. Yeah, so like, and she don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? She just
No, your
needed the
cat's
earlier,
white.
but
I got
and
white.
so, but now talk to me. What, how? Because like these are great in spout work. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
How would you use them? Let
I
alone
probably
literally
would grid
cuddle
with
with it,
them.
huh?
Like display pieces or for like I just said it. What did I say? Grids for crystals because I'm weird and I like my crystals displayed and I use grids, but I don't like grid mats. I like to make my own grids on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then for ceremonial pieces to lay that out upon would be nice. Even oh my god, yeah. I need to get my altar back, the one that I want up here,
Yeah.
because I have so many things I could do with a fur.
I'm not gonna
As
lie.
l-
If you get into Nordic and Germanic kind of magics, that would look
Mhm.
just like an altar. I just want to reference by saying he's talking about my cat.
Yeah.
um, which she is. She's my familiar. Um,
Oh,
but
that's a good one, Rowan.
well, okay. So there's. I would use it for the healing spell, and drawing on the softness to bring comfort. So, I love that. Well, I'm, necromancer. You know what I mean? So I'm over here to conjuring the spirits of the animal to utilize and whatever, if you need some luck, if you need fertility, because you know how rabbits, you know.
Mm,
All right.
mm. They feel the
You,
arousal.
yep, you could utilize them to bring in the spirit of the wilderness, to bring in the spirit of the wild. You can use them for displays like Ostara Sabbats, like you said, for altar pieces. You can do workings on furs, and that speeds up workings. That adds luck to your workings to manifest. Even that fertility, that fertile and potent energy is given to that spell. You lay that fur out and offer a glass of water to the spirit, and that magic will be yours. Bougie said I would use it for the.
Honeymoon.
Okay, I have no idea what that is. Educate me on that, please.
I can't educate you. I can just pronounce the words.
Oh, okay. All right. Somebody bougie educate me on that.
Getting
Getting
all Watership Down. It's a
I'm
book.
lost on that one.
It's
What
a
that mean?
book.
Okay.
Watership Down's a book.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm not educated that well.
All right, Mister. I read books.
Witchcraft books.
Yeah,
Occult.
you're very single-minded in the books that you do read.
Yes, I'm very. I
Hmm.
agree. Exactly. That was the
I
best
think
term
you
for it.
would like Great Expectations, to be honest. I really do.
See, I'm. Where is it? Is it
And when
here?
I want to read Wuthering Heights.
I don't even. That's bad. I don't even know where that fucking book is.
Which one? The one you had earlier?
Um. What? Oh, Order of Phoenix.
I don't know. I thought we were talking about no, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
Okay, because
We
no,
we've talked like 5 times today and I'm getting confused because we've talked about a book in every single chat.
Yeah,
It's a full
literally.
moon. He said it's a full moon ritual done during spring in my tradition.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Um, right now, when it comes to books, I'm reading Order of the Phoenix by Harry Potter. I'm finally reading the Harry Potter books, and that's the only thing I've technically ever really read other than school stuff that's outside of witchcraft
Literal witchcraft.
in the real world. Because yes, it's that, but it's fiction. Speaking of books, though, I just got this book.
Which one is that? Southern Cunning?
Uh huh.
Oh my gosh.
That's the author.
Aaron O'Brien or what?
I don't know.
Hmm,
Aaron something.
I can't read that.
I'm not gonna even attempt it. I haven't read this
Mm.
book. I just bought it. It's very small.
Mm.
Um, so I am looking forward to it though. I've heard good things. I found this book as a reference in the book I just read and finished, which was New World Witchery,
Oh yeah.
and that book referenced this book, and I was like, okay, let me see it for reasons I was drawn to, which I will not share.
Do I have New
Um,
World? No, I don't have New World Retreat. I have Spirit of the Witch. Never mind.
Oberon. Okay, Aaron Oberon. Thank you, Bougie. See, I think Lady Witch did that for me earlier too when it came to the way you pronounce the Spanish witchcraft. And I really appreciated that because that makes
Brujeria. I can't say.
yeah, she said I'm gonna look for that comment right now. Oh, and that's I think it's too far up. Yeah, okay.
It was a while ago. Hmm.
Yeah. But hopefully it's a good book. Bougie says that he's heard it's good, so let's hope it's true. I think it's like a pink cover. That's
It
that's a
looks pink.
cover. That's a pigment, I guess. I've never. That's unique. If
It is unique.
okay, yeah, I'm
You'll
excited.
have to give a review.
Um, well, I've been meaning to do a
Bookshelf.
bookshelf tour, like I told Leo,
Mm-hmm.
but I have actually filmed one, but then I don't remember what happened to it. I think it literally disappeared, and I was fuming mad, and so I gave up on the project. And yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I've
So
just gotten more books since, and it's just so many damn books.
it could be a
Uh,
different edition because I found 4 books of the same title with 3 different covers or
that's
4 different covers.
very true. But yeah, no, it's like pink or like, what is that?
It looks pink, like
Yeah,
dusty pink.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's actually kind of not that far up. Well, okay, never mind. Never
A
mind.
little bit.
Way,
Hmm.
way different. Okay, guys, that is what I wanted to share with you, though, and that will be posted, if not tonight, at some point by this weekend for you guys to purchase. Yeah, right now, so we only have one of each color, so whatever you like, get it quickly because I mean, again, with more orders coming in, we'll get them in stock, but they're all unique, they're all not all rabbits are the exact same, you know what I mean?
Right.
So if you really like it, I'd get it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop caressing it now because that feels
I'm
weird.
gonna try and go. I'm gonna see if I can find raw chicken feet this week and get some chicken feet dehydrated.
Hmm.
So we'll be trying to add that as soon as I can find them. They've been out where I normally get them. But tomorrow I'm gonna go look and see.
Yeah, I gotta
So
get chicken feet as well, so we'll both have that.
yeah,
Um,
and I'm gonna make another batch of goat milk tomorrow. Goat milk soap.
yeah. I will say, bougie, this gray one, get it before I do, and that white one, get it before I do. Like you got. It's so. I'll send you the link when I post it. You like the ones I like, of course. That's how it's gotta be.
Can we
Take it,
request
take it.
custom forms? Custom forms of the chicken feet? Oh, of the feet. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
just let us
yeah.
just hit me up.
So
Or hit either one of us up, really.
hit the shop up.
Yeah.
That goes to both of us. That reminds me.
They can ask questions on the Facebook page to the shop too. They can just post it there and we'll get the notification.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just private DM us, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. Oh,
Um,
honey, Friday, I'm sure they'll still be there by Friday. Don't worry.
I
I'm
could put some
hoping.
aside for you, honestly. If you really are gonna get it, I could put it aside for you. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind. If you're gonna get it, it's sold to you. You're loyal, okay?
Yeah, y'all get
Just
top
get-
choice. Like, just
Yeah.
if you see something, let us know. We'll put it to the side.
No,
If
exactly.
you,
You guys are our people. Let us know what you want. I'll put to the side for you guys. But if you want Friday, I'll wait till Friday. And
I
what was I
just want
gonna
one
say
more.
for that? Yeah. So if you want a certain spell charm right now, because there's only two posted, which is protection and money. If you want something different, let us know. The spell does not change the price. You know what I mean? And if you want certain like
Mm.
custom just chicken feet, let us know. We'll, again, the spell or charm doesn't affect the price in any manner.
Mm. The
It's
prices are
all
the prices.
the same. Yeah, it's all listed the same. The money protection are the exact price.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I
So
will know tomorrow whether I'll have those feet in the next several days.
yeah, and DM us and let us know what you're looking for.
Yes.
So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Crest, I'm gonna let you go. This was great. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And we will see you guys in the next video. I know the Dark Moon is coming up soon. So the
Yes.
culture chat with you, me, and Rowan is coming up. So tune in for that. And until the next video, guys. We'll see you.
Bye. Have a good night.